for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize, it's really time.
Yeah.
Thomas Jackson.
Yeah. Bounce. Yeah.
Will you join us here right now?
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Hellcase Cup. We are going into day whatever it is now, because I've completely forgotten at this point. And yeah, we're going to be going into what is, well, something that's a little bit confusing, because we had Spartak, I think, towards the beginning. Then they became X-Spartak, and now they're called forZe. And they've changed one player, although I say they've changed one player. They've taken a player who was already in forZe, and they've left them in forZe, and then they've kicked the other 4 of forZe, and kept, or brought in 4 from X-Spartak. So if anybody else is confused, you're not the only one. Gonna quickly bring up the dynamic prize pool thing, because I think it's quite a cool idea. You open the cases, then this little thing keeps going up. So I think we started off with something like 10 grand in the prize pool. We're now up to 28,000, which, quite a big jump, if I do say so myself. And that's just from opening those cases, as you saw on the little advert, the little, like, 10-second thing that tells you everything you need to know. So, yeah, it's improved. It means that the winner of the tournament will get quite a bit more than we initially started with. And, yeah, no, it's a pretty decent sort of prize pool that we're looking at the moment. Is there a crackle? I hope not. Otherwise, I'm going to be very disappointed. But, yeah, forZe versus Team Spirit. Teams that have played together before, or played against each other before, from that CIS sort of mix. But, I haven't played for a while. It has been quite a long time since we've actually seen either of these two teams come up against each other. And, I think the last few times forZe, or Spartak, were actually the team to win. So, looking forward to seeing if that will be a similar case. We've had some changes since then from Spirit, I think. Obviously, Starix is in the roster now. I don't know who Bandurian is. I don't know if that's just someone who hasn't changed their name and is just trying to troll me, or if there's actually someone now in the team called Bandurian. Either way, we are going into the pistol. Some kind of static sound. I'll try and fix it after this round, or when there's some sort of pause. Face crack. Straight down middle, though. He's going to be starting things off very, very nicely. Just going to be coming out. It will be a trade back. Bomb still on banana. I'm eating rice bubbles. Sure. Yeah, I should be able to fix that fairly easily, I hope. We'll see. Should you be a quick restart my mic. But, yeah, we're going to have the push coming back around. 2 players on banana at the moment. There's still going to be little waiting on the site itself. Stalemate now. Jerry expecting someone to rotate back around. Site still being held by Little, although he's not really watching anything. He's just hoping that they push into the site. Anybody know who Bandurian is? Maybe I should check his profile. Should I stalk him a little bit after the round? Oh, we are going to see the T's slowly make their move. I would say that for me at least, Coldy is probably the best player in the server. So if we can see him step up here, this would be a pretty good scenario to do it. But Jerry now, after smoke goes down, is going to rotate. And actually, they've left the gap in it. They're still going to get onto the site itself. And they don't check the back corner. And Little can easily get the frags. Right. Let's restart this microphone. Right. So, you're gonna have to let me know if that's done anything. It might have done absolutely nothing, and I'm just a fool, but hopefully that should have, yeah, I know it's muted. That was kind of the point. Don't restart while it's on. We'll see. Hopefully that will have fixed everything, and it will stop crackling now. But you guys, you'll have to let me know. Either way, Sophic is gonna push up mid. It's gonna be starting things off, and actually, Banjurian, whoever that is going to get himself a kill. So already, decent start, and it's only SMGs left. forZe looking like they may have just thrown this round away already. Interesting, because Little normally doesn't buy in these second rounds after they win, but he did here, and he goes down within seconds. Now, there's only 2 players remaining. Almaza, the new player on the block, or the old player, depending on what way you look at it, already in this roster before. With the bomb in an afterplant, doesn't look like anything's going to get done here. It's all down to Jerry, trying to just pull things back in a 1 versus 2. He has made things a little bit more possible. Still got a couple to find, but it's not going to happen. It will be PT side losing their round where they had the bye. And the T's have managed to sneak one back. So very nice from Team Spirit. Just a quick push up mid, catching them off guard. Like we will see a similar investment back in from the CT side. So not letting it go just yet, but with only really UMP stay back up, the rest of the players over on the T side are going to be picking things up. Thank you, Skill. I appreciate you. You're a great viewer. There you go. That's a nice way to put it back. Molotov's going to be going out mid, trying to clear angles, but the Molotov not actually going over to sandbags. Quite interesting. They've only got 1 more on Coldie, so you have to wonder. Yeah, no, I didn't get drunk last night, and I have turned up for the cast. I was actually playing Destiny 2, which, yeah. I also wasn't in Canada, but let's move past that point. Anybody who out there is Brazilian, I love you, please don't kill me. Either way, we're going to have the push coming up mid. Davkos leading the charge. Not quite anyone out yet. Nice flash will net Jerry a kill at least. I think they should add X-ray for chickens. I want to be able to see where chickens are through walls. Peek out. Tony Black, Mr. Kabakan, will be able to get one, and actually gets another as well while turning back, but runs into the crosshair of Mr. Davkos. Scout hit, Little, does a bit of damage, not going to use his name. A little bit of damage. Here we go. Almaza, the youngster, 18 years old, gets the kill, leaves it onto the in-game leader, the old boy versus the young'un, and Starix shows his experience as he wins the battle. Not going to be another force in from the CT side, they can't afford to do so. It will be 2-1. Close round though, Starix had to clutch that out. A lot of damage in the meantime, but you can see Mac 10, UMP, they're looking to farm up some cash. Probably a faster round coming out from them. I want to check. Does anybody know in the chat, is Bandurian just someone with a wrong name? Or is it actually just a stand-in? Or have they changed players? I genuinely don't know. There we go. There's the aggression we like to see. Mac 10, around the corner. There are a couple more players to deal with, but there's no armor. So it's just the shredder. It's Demon. Okay. Brilliant. So, great. Thanks for that. It'd be nice if he could have his name correctly. 1 man dropped. It's not really too much damage in the end. Sotfik's name is annoying me, but at the same time I can tell what it says. Oh, it's his surname. Okay. I didn't know that. Okay. That's a little bit more understandable. Although, why he's capitalized the middle letters, I don't think that was written by, in the end, like, was it? When they wrote down his surname, they were like, yep, we're not going to capitalize the B. We are going to capitalize the middle 6 letters, and then not the AN. Unless his name is Anjuri, and he's saying that you should ban him. In which case, that's a somewhat clever joke. Or not, but I can see why. If his name is Banjurian, then, okay, he's just annoying. But that's a different thing altogether. Still no AWP for the CT side, at least yet. Little is the man you want to see with that AWP. Davkos has got one now. As of recent, Davkos really hasn't had the same impact as he used to. He used to be the star of the show, leading the pack, the man you'd look to on this team to really... Well, when they hit their stride, it was Davkos leading it. Recently, they've been a little bit more balanced across the rest of the team, but I do still feel like there's a lot more Davkos has to offer on this spot. And up against Little, when that AWP does come into play, that's going to be something that needs to change. Other thing as well, T-side AWP, not many players can do it. I think Kenny's one of them, but he can use it in pretty much any situation. We'll see if Davkos have what it takes, but already down 47. He's playing entry Fragger and AWPer at the same time. Got to be careful, but there we go. Kavakin is going to go down. Still 2 more players on the site they have to deal with, and only 25 seconds left on the clock. Now Little sat in this deadly corner. Everybody tries to plant the bomb right in front of him, so he's just going to sit here, wait. He has a crossfire with FaceCrack, who can just peek out. He's actually going to go a little bit aggressive. Has to be careful, but look at the time. 12 seconds left. Trade comes in. Little still doing damage. Had no idea how he's alive at this point, and only 1 man left. Sotfik has to go for the plant, and it should be denied, rounding the corner. And Team Spirit, they just weren't able to get rid of Little on the site. See, I kind of agree. I think his teammates have stepped up, but at the same time, I think the team itself, it just isn't as impactful anymore. Like, you look at the CIS Minor, they didn't win a map. They didn't win a single map. Even their academy team won a map. Which is just, that's poor. Like, if you're playing worse than your academy team, something's up. Hey, Bobinator. I'm feeling a lot better, actually, after this sort of cold. But, yeah, how are you? I'm pretty good. Once again, it is going to be the force in from the T's. Don't have an AWP anymore. Wasn't actually picked up by the CT side, so at least they haven't handed it over. Spray through. Just about gets away. Is it Almaza? Peek out. Coldy, that probably should have been a kill. Now he's going to be caught out as well from FaceCrack, so what could have been an evening up of the scoreline really turns into 5 versus 3. Now we're looking at Davkos once again. No AWP this time. Gary actually going to be going onto the edge of the smoke. Spotted out, so that's the entry. The man on the site as well is only on 19 HP, so there's a decent chance that the T's can actually get back into this round. They do have to worry because Little has rotated in, and the bomb is very far away. Spray through the smoke, gives an opening. But it will be Dima giving them that 3v3 back, so the 2-man advantage now going the other way. Same as we saw in the last round. The question is, can the T's actually make things work? They've got much more time, which is so much more important, but the smoke, again, is poor. That's a completely missed smoke, and Little is going to capitalize, but they line up. Dima only getting 1, but he has support from Starix as well, and now it's all on to the 1v1. Both players fairly low, but Dima will win things out. 3 kills for him, 4-2, and now the CT side with the worst case scenario. As they win 1, they lose 1, and now their money is wrecked. No, this is not Avangar. They are playing the next 2 matches. We are a little bit delayed, so unless this game is a bit quicker, probably going to have some problems. T-side actually really shows how low their money is at the moment, how much damage they're taking. They've got players on pistols, but the early death will actually juggle another weapon over. Trading things out. forZe are the guys who used to play for Spartak. Who is that sexy caster? Oh, my name is Tom. Or Tombiz. I should use my alias a bit more, because that's my Twitter. I never use it. Still wins doing the sellout plugs for me, so that I don't have to. That's always nice. Oops. Don't press that key, because that just shows you the map. Luckily, we didn't miss anything. 4v3. Quite a bit of aggression coming out, and FaceCracker's got a lot of information for his team. They know it's not A. They know for sure it's going to be B, and Starix being the last man could be a problem. They got plenty of time, so it's not too worrying. But the bomb could be dropped if FaceCrack's on point. Unfortunately, Starix is actually going to win the duel, and they now get the entry onto the B side as well. It leaves Mr. Tony Black, codename Kabakin, to be left alone on the wrong side of the map. May just want to save the pistol, if I'm honest. It's not really going to benefit him too much trying to push in. If he could get 1 kill and get the AK-47. The problem with that is you sort of expect Davkos, the man with the Mac 10, to be the one pushing. I'm not saying he is necessarily going to do that, but if you have a Mac 10, you might as well send that player in. If they die, okay, yes, he loses the armor, which is a little bit more annoying than anything else, but he's only lost a Mac 10 and you haven't given an AK over. Whereas in this sort of scenario, if Coldie pushes too far and loses an AK to the hands of Tony Black or Kabakin, then it's a bit more of a problem. It does sound sort of like he could... I feel like just because the only Tony I'm really thinking of is Tony Hawk, but I feel like he could be like his alter ego skateboarding nemesis. This is Tony Hawk versus Tony Black. I want to see that. Someone make that movie. Just invest millions of dollars into it. And then I might go see it. Probably won't. In fact, I almost definitely won't. I don't want to watch a movie about skateboarding. But it could be quite cool. Sell out, you say? So you don't need to do that. I already have a sellout command if you type !caster. There you go. That's a true sellout. Here we go, though. 4 players over towards the B site. Quickly reduced to 3, but Jerry does manage to get one back. However, Dima just pre-fires the corner. Should be pretty simple from here on out. Only one man actually towards the A site. There's going to be Face Crack, who I think has a really cool name. It's perfect for CS. He's trying to crack some faces. Meanwhile, they are pushing into a little bit of a crossfire. Again, smoke. How many times is this smoke going to have a gap in it? Like, it's actually starting to get a little bit silly, and it will get Kabakin a kill. They now know, however, that there's 2 players over towards that B side of the map, so they are going to look to rotate. Kabakin still doing damage. Has actually turned this into a 3v2. Face Crack hiding in the corner. How many angles are not going to be checked? But he doesn't hit the shots. That's an opening that could have been had. Instead, it's now on to Kabakin. 1v2. They have the money to actually buy into the next round, so it's not a problem. He doesn't have a lot of time. No kit. Got to find one of these kills very quickly. Coldie is actually fairly low, and the smoke is already fading. He has a Molotov as well, but by the looks of it, Kabakin, he doesn't have the balls. That's what it is. They could have gone for it. I believed in him. My heart was with Kabakin, the alter ego of Tony Hawk. However, he is just going to save the AK instead, which, to be fair to him, understandable. Can get quite a bit of extra utility, which I always appreciate when you're on the CT side of this map. However, something I haven't mentioned, Team Spirit actually already have 6 rounds, so they're doing pretty well on the T side. I do think that this map is a hell of a lot more T-sided than it used to be, and a lot of the CT side relies heavily on utility, but at the same time, see. If you can break, that's what I mean though, if you can break that economy sort of early on that CT side, this can become T-sided, whereas at the moment, CT side actually have a decent amount of utility. So we'll see. Is Starrickson getting leader? I would imagine so. No offense to him. Although he is top fragging, so this may sound ridiculous. I don't think he's in there for his fragging power. What's your favourite Twitch emote? Do sub emotes count? Because NATO Safix actually has a spaghetti emote, which I quite like. And I also like the emote of Metis' face. But... Or Vince, sorry, Vince. He's had his diva moment and changed his name. I can't call him Metis anymore. But, yeah, I like his emotes too. Actual Twitch emotes? Oh, no, I quite like Ming Lee because I've actually met him. Either way, Sopvik. He's going to be entering onto the site. Jerry is gone, and they're just going to fall back behind the smoke. Take that man advantage. Are you a gay caster? Maybe. Does it matter? Rotation actually going to come back towards the A site after no push comes into B. I like the attempt, just gambling the other way. A lot of the time, you will sort of expect the team that gets the entry on one side to then quickly move back because they're trying to think that you're going to rotate an extra CT player over towards B. However, they do throw a man towards that B site, and it is starting to drag players over. Quite clever from the T side, but can they actually capitalize on it? We're back to a 4v4. Only 2 players on the site itself, but Sophic gets an entry on the other side of the map now. 2 players for him already. Still a man in the corner, and again, the time's getting pretty low. However, this time, they are going to be... Oh, that is literally on the dot. 1 second left. Very, very lucky, the T side there. Davkos almost not managing to jump up on the box. What do you eat for dinner today? I haven't actually eaten dinner yet. I've decided to cast Counter-Strike instead. You can question my life decisions if you want. But, yeah. That was ridiculously close. And if Davkos even slightly mistimes that jump, he doesn't get the plant. Yes, over food any day of the week. Yeah. It depends. I quite like food. Yeah, it's actually a little bit worrying, yeah, from forZe's perspective, that so one of the only rounds they managed to win was based off... So they won the pistol. That's not really anything too impressive. And then they won a round where the bomb wasn't planted and the other team ran out of time. And they almost won another round off that again. So far, forZe haven't actually, in my perspective, won any rounds. Its Spirit have lost rounds. As said, I don't really include the pistol in that, because I think that's a little bit more random. It's a different sort of... It's almost a different game, in a way, because you don't have the rifles, you don't have the utility, there's not too much to play with. So, in terms of buy rounds, or actually integral rounds, forZe, I don't think have won a single one. They've just got a little bit lucky off timing. I do have a salary. And, I'm not going to tell you how much it is. Because... I don't know. I feel like that's a bit weird. There was a message about a walrus up there, but I can't see it. It's been cut off. I'm intrigued. What was the question about the walrus? Do you like celery? It's alright. Sophic. Here we go. It is a buy back in, or at least a partial buy from the CT side. Looking to try and do some damage. They've done quite well with the pistols so far. Last one came down to 1 versus 2. Gary will at least get 1, but it's very quickly traded. There's only 1 man left on this site to try and do anything, and it is Mr. Tony Black. And I think after getting the AK, it's looking like the CT side may just try and save some extra money. But it doesn't matter anyway, because the Ts have gone back towards the A site. I like this. Completely unnecessary. They've mind gamed their opponent. Oh, they don't even know. Oh, this is just unfortunate. He's going to spot the bomb just like, wait, what? There's a bomb here? I'm going to try and defuse it. This is brilliant. What is going on? Kabakin must have thought that 1 man has just gone over, planted the bomb, and he thinks, his perspective there, he goes, I've just killed the 1 man. Absolutely brilliant. My salary does not depend on how much I cast. Although, if I do other stuff, freelance work, I can, of course, make more. Starladder are very nice. I like them a lot. They give me enough money to buy food, not to make food. Although I guess I technically do that as well. Either way, push up middle. Nice little bait and switch here from the CT side. They've got 1 man hiding further back behind the sandbags. They've got a 2nd man. The problem is, I think the Molotov could actually clear out both of them. Smoke is going to help them survive for at least a little bit longer, but Jerry just stuck in the corner. Which team will win? Well, at the moment, probably Spirit. Now, if you'd asked me at the beginning of the game, I don't know what I would have said. But... because both these teams haven't been in particularly good form. The Biz actually stands for Brazzers. But there's no I in Brazzers. Are you from the CIA? Well, the CIA is American, so... and I'm British. Unless that's all part of an elaborate ruse, and this is all an amazing accent that I'm putting on just because I'm actually a secret agent. Although that, of course, that's not true. Wing, wing, nudge, nudge. Sophic, again, he's been brilliant on the entry frag so far. Absolutely superb in this game. Has been getting traded out, but that's not a problem. He's doing what his team needs of him. Little, finally on an AWP. Picks up one. Still a couple more to find. Knows that Coldy's up above. Will actually trade him. And then there's Face Crack as well from Pit to finish off one more. Leaves it onto Davkost. He gets closed out. And finally, with the AWP in play, it seems like forZe have actually won a round. So you're from MI6. There we go. Are you Bond? Well, if I told you, I'd have to kill you, right? How to start a career of... That is nice, well commentator, but I'm going to carry on. I would say just, like, reach out to small organizations. Or even just, for me, I start casting just a matchmaking game. The first game I ever casted was from NATO Safix, and I asked him to have a little look at it. I would say don't just spam him with messages, because he'll probably hate me for it, but yeah. Just cast anything you can find, and ask people to give you advice, and a lot of the time they'll say yes. I would say if you go to someone right at the top, like, who... Ooh, hello. Who is very busy, less likely to, but if you ask some, like, tier 2, tier 3 casters, they'll probably be willing to help. Either way. CT side have got the opening pick. Little done the damage, and if they can actually hold on to this round. They haven't got more than one round in a row. Which, if anything, that's not even really in a row if you're getting one. So we'll see. East side are gathering up towards Banana. Master of Seduction. I'm in charge of the female league. I didn't know that. It's news to me. Although half the players may not turn up. Either way, peek out. Nice entry from Dima, but it is going to be traded. And Almaza, through the smoke, manages to get another one. He's done very well in this round. 2 kills for himself. Davkost. Towards the back. What can he do? Can we see some styling AWPing? Not by the looks of things. Already misses the first shot. Does have support from Coldy, who's rotating in towards Banana, and does actually get a pick. Now Davkost can pounce. Picks up one. It's still going to be a 2 versus 2, and they've got a lot of low HP. Even have a Molotov as well. That's going to clear out Davkost. Smart decision from Quebec, and now it's all onto Coldy. Low on HP. They're going to try and bait out the defuse. He's just doing his best to stay alive, but won't be able to do it. Face Crack finishes him off, and it will be another round on the board for forZe.
Counter-terrorists win.
If they could create a team with Immortals, that'd be interesting. I was a police once. Ooh. Eight to 4. forZe may have a chance to get themselves at least a reasonable scoreline. They win this one, and the T's are only going to have the loss bonus help them out with their bye. Early nades, of course, sent him, but the majority of the T side are making their way over towards A. In fact, looking like they're going to burst out, and Davkost will find the pick. A pixel shot, even. Now running through the smoke. Is Coldy really going to find Face Crack? Yes, he is as well. The A site has completely fallen. The only defense left is Little. We'll be able to get one. Actually hits the tag onto Coldy as well, doing a lot of damage with this AWP. Again, he's someone who's not quite had the performances we've seen before. Starks as well, the smoke kills, or at least damage, really in play at the moment. Smoke going to be bounced back in to just keep them sectioned away from this, and that will be the moment that the CTs decide, okay, we want to hold on to our weapons. Little can in fact drop one. The rest of the team will be struggling a little bit. Well, I suppose the one other player will be struggling a little bit to have a weapon, but it's not the end of the world. forZe can still come back. Problem is, though, Team Spirit have now hit 9 on that T side, and this is where it sort of gets to the point where you go, okay, if they win the pistol, they should have enough money for the CT side that it will just be over before it really begins. Here we go, though. As said, a couple of weapons dropped over. Kabakin going to take the hit with the UMP, but it really isn't that bad at all. Am I still single? Yes. What, this cast voice is sexy. Thank you. Ooh, not as sexy as Little's flicks as he finds the first two. And that banana. Nice opening from him. You have to remember the T side don't have that much money, so a loss bonus now being reset could be quite difficult. Side have slowed right down after the early picks. Now we have seen the CT side throw away quite a few rounds from these positions. Oh, who's casting this? Exclamation mark caster, come on. There you go. Sorted. You've even got links and everything. I'm prepared, and by I'm prepared I mean the people at Starladder have set things up for me because I'm idiotic and don't know what I'm doing. We go, Coldy. Let's try an entry. Gets one, but it's very quick from FaceCrack to make sure he doesn't get anything more. 35 seconds on the clock. Another entry from Starix, but Little's there once more with the AWP, and he's definitely looked deadly since he's had it in hand. Top of the board for his team. Starix looking to try and just shoulder peek the shot. And into the hands of Little he'll go. 4 kills for Little. Opening 2 and closing 2. And then 1 in the middle from FaceCrack. Nice round from Little, who still has one of the most irritating names in Counter-Strike. Story of your life. You're an idiot and you don't know what you're doing. Yeah, it's pretty much how I live. It's going very well. I've just realised oh, what's this? Oh, they want... Okay. Supposedly they want me to leave this little prize pool thing up. That's interesting. I will also... I forgot to press this button, so I'm just going to press it twice. Nobody saw that the overlay came up twice. Will the next game start after this match? Yes. All of the games will be strung together. You will not miss anything. I hope. But, yeah. Double orb setup. Not quite as aggressive as last time. It's actually going to be Jerry. Here goes FaceCrack. Trying to take control of apps. Not something we've seen so far. Now, this spot that he's currently sat in, you can literally shoot straight through the wall, and Starix is going to open up. No trade available as of yet. Kabakin looks for it. Going to peek through the smoke. There's a couple of players there. Coldy just spraying wild. In the meantime, Little's trying to hold them off on Arch, and somehow the CT side have just closed down almost every player. Left onto just Dima, left completely blind. And towards the last few rounds of the half, forZe do wake up a little bit. 4 of the last 5. How do we get the cases? No, I don't think they're cases. I think they're drops. There should be a little link thing that comes up every once in a while that says stream bonus. And hopefully that describes everything to you. Because I'm going to be honest, I don't really know. And a lot of people do ask me questions. And I can guess. I think you just have to fill in all the little things they ask you to do. And then it will give you a notification on the website. So... Frost, I'm going to be honest, if you do that, I don't really know. I've got nothing. Here we go. Pistol round. forZe with a chance to even things up, reduce the amount of money that Spirit can have, and give themselves a shot in this game. Sotfik is there to try and deny them, though. Already dropping 2. Third going to be pushing back around. He's got support from Dima. Starix rotates in, and this is a slaughter. There's only a little bit of hope and a little man to do it. And he's only got a little bit of health. Yes, you can hate me all you want. But those puns were glorious. Starix to finish. 10-6. And now, well, let's see what they do here. How much are the CT's going to invest into utility? Already a couple of players with UMPs. You what? You what? Davcost? What are you doing? They're investing into this round, Davcost. You've got your Berettas, and they, if anything, I think their buy is better than yours, Davcost. Okay, we got your Berettas. Let's see. Let's see. Rest of the team, fairly normal buy. I'm looking forward to this. Coldy. I'm pretty sure it was Coldy who used to use the XM. I'm a bit disappointed he's gone to the UMP. If anything, he switched to the UMP when it's now not as overpowered as it was before. But he's still going to find himself the first kill. And I missed it! No! Oh, he doesn't even get another one. And Face Crack gets 2 back. Couple of P250 kills to quell the damage done by the deadly dual Berettas. However, it doesn't last very long. And I'm so disappointed. Let's see the Julie kill. Day ruined. Need Bob Ross to come and save this. I am single, and probably for a very good reason. I'm a bit weird. I like dual Berettas and video games more than going outside. Then again, I live in the UK, so going outside, most of the time it's raining anyway. Here we go. 11-6. Yes! Of course there's a man after my heart today. He's gone dual Berettas, and then he's gone, do you know what, guys? Dual Berettas is not quite stylish enough. I'm going to go XM. I spoke about it in the last round, and here it is. Now, I don't want to miss this chance to see some XM kills. For anybody who doesn't know, XM is my favourite weapon. I love this gun. The sound is awesome. The money reward is awesome. And if you get a good skin, it looks awesome. Now, unfortunately, Davkos he's not fully invested in the XM. Now, if somebody could not... There we go. This is it. There we go. $900 made. Yes, we missed all the other kills in the round. But, who cares? Don't worry, a beautiful man will fall in love. Oh, the XM goes down to a Glock. A beautiful man will fall in love with you. Great, that's fine by me. Yeah, fine. I'm not saying I'm gonna feel the same, but it depends how beautiful the man is. Like, if it's like Johnny Depp, then hey. Just saying, I'm open to that sort of suggestion. He has a lot of money. Yeah, Scottish weather's probably not much better, is it? It's probably worse. Davkos tagged very low, the AWP being caught. And here comes the quick push up middle. It's the first buy for this T-side. Not a lot of utility, but they don't need it if they're going in this fast. Davkos does manage to sneak one back. Face Crack a little bit slow to respond, but he gets the kill nonetheless. And Coldy is now stuck in a horrible situation. He should go down. No kills to be had. And if anything, I'd quite like the CT side to save here. They do get 1 kill, making things a little bit more costly. But I don't think they're getting back into this round. They've got plenty of money to buy into the next. Coldy could even drop an AWP if he really wants to. And, yeah, I would say just hold on to your weapons. It looks like Dima, at least, is trying to get 1 more kill. Understandable. Make it a bit more costly for forZe. But I think his rifle's much more valuable than him taking 1 down. So I'm hoping he will just save his weapon. Either way, he is going to hear players falling back. He pushes in, he gets 1, but there's the trade. And now I'm interested to see how that will actually affect. Now, of course, Sopfit can buy 1. Then both players here, I think they should be fine. In fact, yeah, they'll be absolutely fine to buy into the next round. So it's not the end of the world. I still think it's a little bit of a waste, not wait. Creatively is actually triplets, all with the same account. Interesting. Now, I have actually seen the face of Creatively, so I'm one of very few that's in that special group. And if there is multiple, then I still need to see the other 2. Either way, we are going to have a buy. Oh, not this again. What? I don't understand. Buy a UMP or something. Don't just, or even a MAC-10. Stop buying just a P250. It's weird. It's a good pistol, but still weird. And already, first kill goes away. It does mean that Little can now pick up a weapon. Hopefully. There we go. Okay, he's got an AK, so it's not the end of the world. But he does this a lot, and a lot of the time I feel like it costs them rounds. So, I'm glad he's now got an AK. The problem is now, there's still a man down. And we haven't really seen forZe come back from too many disadvantageous situations. I don't even know if that's a word. If If it isn't, it is now. I'm adding it to the Oxford Dictionary as we speak, because of course I am the man who runs that, being from the UK, and all UK people are the same. Hashtag racism. Either way. 45 seconds left on the clock. Next to no utility left of too much value for the CT side. I don't know how much stopping power a couple of HEs will have. They are going to be pushing over towards this B site. And in fact, I don't think there's any utility left. There's one flashbang. 30 seconds to go. Now the push comes in. The rotation is going to have to be very quick. Let's see what they can do on the site itself. Dima completely misses the spray. And over on the other side, double entry within seconds. T-side absolutely ruining the CT side defense. And by the looks of it, Team Spirit may just try and duck out once again. Already you can see them rotating back towards the spawn. No effort from Davkos to be made. And that was a very, very good chance there from Dima to... Even if he takes one... They take one, it's a 3v3 situation, and there's a chance. Instead, not a single kill from the two players actually on the site. And, yeah, it's very easy for forZe to just walk in and pop some heads. Davkos will at least finish off one more. Thank you for that information, Blue Sky. It was definitely something I wanted to know. Eight to 10. Still looking possible. Not really sure. This buy is quite peculiar. Is there a gun dropped for Dima? Okay, there's a UMP. There we go. That makes a bit more sense now. Still having quite a bit of utility. In fact, they've got Molotovs on almost every single player other than Davkos, who actually had to drop a weapon. He's still got his AWP in play, but Little has one on the other side, so he has to be very careful peeking into mid. Never mind, I'm wrong. Davkos can still take the kill. However, quick trade. Cody's aggression into apps, not really necessary after the first pick comes in. However, Davkos actually going to miss it. That was a good chance to give the man advantage back to his team. However, a nice flick onto the man on short, and Davkos is taking this round by storm. I wanted the Orphan to step up. He is still missing a couple, but it doesn't seem to matter. 4 kills for him. Starix there to help him in the end. And it is Davkos to step up, just like his opposing Orpa did on that CT side. And it will be another round for Team Spirit. Look at the board at the moment. Starix, 19 and 8. Cody, who's normally the star, is at the bottom. I haven't seen anything from Davkos like that in quite a while, so I'm quite happy to see him get a few like stylish frags. Once again, it's going to be the T side struggling for money. If they lose this round, they are going to be reset. The CT side haven't built up too much of their own. Yeah, I still think Cody's the best in the server. I stand by my point. Just not having the best game at the moment. Little still has an AWP, so relying a lot on Little to be the star for this T side. It's quite difficult to up T side as well, especially looking to get those entries. Really, you're hoping that somebody peeks in. If we see just a passive CT side, I think Little's AWP just becomes more and more of a burden than an actual positive. T-side are going to be able to get banana control. Davkos just going to absolutely ruin Little. And this is what I mean. Just a passive hold. Davkos is not going to miss shots like that. You have Little peeking into the angle. He should be losing that duel 9 times out of 10. Unless we see something absolutely crazy. Starix going to sneak into the corner. Are they going to check this angle? Easy kill. Actually peeks out for a second and finishes him off as well. Leaves it on to just Face Crack, who goes down. And now we're in a real detrimental position for forZe. 8 to 14. They don't have the money to invest into this round. Realistically, a lot of teams still don't really want the opponent to hit 15. But we'll see whether or not forZe are going to be one of those teams. Yeah, they are. They're going to completely invest into this one. I'm not particularly a fan of this at all. I think you have to go with your buy. You're much more likely to string rounds together once you have the economy going. And to risk everything here, yes, you'll have 2 rounds like this, but you've taken away the possibility of a round with AKs instead. We'll see. Maybe they'll be able to pull off a miracle, and I'll look like a fool. So far, already taking some early damage. Quite a lot of utility expended early. It has to be said from the CT side. Not a whole lot left. Flashbang's going to be coming into middle, but once again, it's Davkos to start things off. Push onto the site. Starix spring wild, and he takes 2 with him. Little, well, now alone. This P250 force is looking bleak. Already dinked down to just 35 HP, and Sotfik will finish a flawless round from Team Spirit. Now, all down to the same again. Just a few pistols. (15-8). Same buy as last round. A few extra nades. Deagle instead for face crack. A new boy on the block. It definitely doesn't look like it's going too well for Almeza so far. It hasn't been amazing. Haha! I'm passing all of the games today. Either way, though. This time, actually going pretty well. Nice entry. Over, here's Dima, looking to try and hold the fort. He's got a lot of players coming his way, already going to be dead. And Kabakan on the other side of the map has managed to open things up as well. Somehow, this force buy, almost identical to the last one, but this time it works. Pushing towards the B site, clearly a little bit better. Or they were just looking to see. Through the glass, Starix is actually going to be tagged. Shooting a church. Not necessarily something you see every day. So the windows didn't break. Strong windows. Very strong windows. Little up above. Not going to be able to take down Starix, so he will save his weapon at least. And you can see, CT side, they have plenty of money. They'll be able to buy back into this one anyway. Ace Blueby. Still like saying that name. Said it multiple times. A lot of fun. He's, or at least going to stay alive for now. Interesting little, actually going to call out a tactical pause. I will say, for me at least, it's a little bit late to call your first tactical pause. But I suppose better late than never. Although I feel like when it's like a party or something, if you're turning up the next day, then probably never would have been better. So I'm not sure that saying always takes place. That'd be a bit weird. Just turn up to someone's house and it's like, no, you're a week late. But it's like, better late than never, right? No. But in this case, hopefully, we've had the mastermind tactics, the ingenious of whoever is in-game leading for forZe, because I totally know who that is. And, yeah, we'll see. I didn't even think about the Immortals thing. Yeah, tournaments apply as well. Maybe don't turn up to those late. Otherwise you might get roasted. And, not like it. Not going to comment on the rest of it, because I'm a bit scared. B-side. Got to be a bit careful of Sotfik going for the boost. Coldy still going for this aggression and apps, but this time he has a friend. Davkos is going to be watching the other side. Here comes the push, attempting to get up Banana. Smoke going to try and deny Tees from pushing any further. Face Crack will actually get the entry onto Davkos on the A site, so this may actually opt for them to go for a bit more of a switch up. However, not really dedicated to either site just yet. They are making their way into middle. Haven't really spotted too much. Starix is going to be here. He has actually been the best player in the server so far. 23 and 8. Sotfik does manage to pick off one towards that B side of the map. However, look how aggressive this push is coming in. Coldy manages to open things up. Man advantage now for the CT side as they look to try and rotate back. But look at this from Starix. So much information. Already going to be flanking in. They should possibly know there's still a man in apartments, and that's why Starix is being a little bit more careful. And now the push going to come back, spawning each other. Only 10 seconds left on the clock, and it doesn't matter. Dima will be there to finish off this first map. 16-9 in favor of Team Spirit. A decent performance, especially on their T side, and they managed to close things fairly easily in this first game of the day. Of course, they're coming straight back to face off against the Kazakhstanian side of Avangard, who had a pretty good start in this tournament already, beating out the guys from Mortal Kombat. We'll see if they can do the same versus Team Spirit in just a moment. If you have enjoyed, don't forget you can always check me out on Twitter. !caster will take you there. And other than that, I'm going to go and try and grab some food and eat in about 5 minutes flat. And I'll see you after the break.